Hello, beautiful. I want to tell you, if you're going through a hard time in life, know that you're going to be okay. And the sages are teaching that when we're going through a hard time in life, that's the moment, that's the opportunity to trust in life. Because when we're going through something hard, the light of the dark try to make us feel and dwell in that negative. Like, let's say you're feeling shame. Yes, you can feel ashamed, but don't dwell in it. Don't make it bigger. Don't make a huge story in it. You feel it, and then boom, you transmute it in by giving yourself this self-talk. Like, you really remember who you are. You're whole, and there's a wound inside that needs light. This wound only needs your self-talk. This wound needs your love. So you want to talk love towards that wounding. You want to tend to it instead of perpetuating the wound and believing the wound that's who you are. Let's say you just broke up and it hurts. It fucking hurts. I know. I've been there. And usually we believe the stories we tell ourselves during the breakup. You feel the breakup, you feel the pain, and you take a moment to pause and feel it. Put yourself inside like a chamber of alchemy. That's your moment of transformation. The pain. Use that pain to transform you. How do you do that? You want to hold yourself like in a container. Like, imagine that what you're feeling, imagine your body is an alchemy chamber, and the pain is the lead that you're transforming into gold. And how you do that? You want to feel the pain. Feel the pain in the container of presence, compassion, and love, and understanding. And you want to fill yourself up, like inject light into that pain. Where is it in your body? Is it your heart? Is it your belly? The pain. Put your attention in that pain, in that place, and inject light into it. How? Breathe into it and tell yourself the truth of it. Like, if you have a heartbreak, first of all, you got to take the time to feel it before trying to change it. Just feel it. Feel the pain, because you don't want to bypass the pain. Has its own cycle. Like an orgasm has a cycle, right? You peak. After the peak, you go down. Every emotion's the same. A feeling, it peaks, like anger peaks, and then you allow it to go down, and that's the life cycle of any emotion. It goes to a peak. Sadness, grief, and then, like you watch a kid that cries, it feels something, it cries, and then it stops crying, and then it plays. That's what we're supposed to do. Something comes up, it hurts, you feel it. So the more you do it, the more you practice, the more you'll understand this. I understand this because I suffered a lot. I felt so much pain. I went through all the cycles of pain, but I understood pain now. Now I'm understanding pain, the role of it, and why I stayed stuck in pain is because I replayed the story, and I believed the pain. The pain made me think I'm not enough. Let's say I'm going to talk about the pain of a breakup. The pain of the breakup makes you think I'm not good enough. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe, like, let's say it wasn't you that broke up. Maybe whatever story you're telling yourself, like maybe some people would say, I'm always left, I'm abandoned. You believe that you're abandoned. You believe that you're not good enough. You believe that you don't get chosen. You believe that you're not lovable. You believe that you are not cherished. You believe that something's broken, that you need to be fixed, or so, whatever the pain makes you believe. For example, I used to believe that I wasn't loved, that I was used for my sexual energy. So those are beliefs that are being created through the pain. So if you feed the pain of those kind of pain, because pain comes from lack. When we pain, we forget our wholeness. We forget who we truly are. We forget that we are God selves. And it's normal. It's being human. So we believe the belief from the pain. The pain is lack, and lack would say, "Oh, I'm not good enough. I didn't get chosen, and I'm abandoned." And so that pain makes you expect the same thing. But in order to instead of growing the pain and stay in a loop of suffering, and in order to get out of suffering, you just want to hold yourself in compassion and act, because actually the pain comes from something way deeper. The pain comes from a lineage of pain, your ancestors, your past lives, your childhood. Like, you're in that moment, that heartbreak, think that as you hold the pain, have the awareness and the consciousness that you're feeling the pain in order to heal all of your bloodline, all of your ancestors. The pain that was passed down, it stops with you. You're feeling it's painful, and you're healing your past lives, you're healing your childhood, you're healing all the time you felt the same pain. As you heal this loop, as you have this awareness of healing and feeling, okay, I'm gonna feel this today, and not perpetuate it, not grow it, but allow it to finish its cycle, because you actually held it in compassion. You acknowledge it. Yes, this fucking hurts. This, I feel shitty. I feel it's painful. But you inject light. You acknowledge the pain. I acknowledge your pain. I understand that you're in pain. I validate, like, you validate the pain. You don't try to brush it away, because pain in itself is like an entity. It's a part of you that's living. So you want to honor it. You want to love it. And by loving it, it soothes, it calms, it finishes its cycle, and then you would heal not just that event, that breakup, but all the time that you broke up, in all of the past lives, all the pain the same pain that you felt, all of the times that your ancestors felt this pain, all of your past lives, all of your childhood pain that felt abandoned, let's say, and felt not loved. You're healing all that in one time when you do it properly. And the proper way is to inject light and love by your self-talk, your presence, and your compassion. I know it hurts. I'm so sorry that you went through this. I'm so sorry for all of the times you've experienced this, my love. You're talking to your inner child. You're talking to all of the parts of you from all the lives that has accumulated, all that parts of you that had experienced this in all the timelines, in all the past lives, all that you say it. I'm sorry you went through this pain. I'm here for you. I'll never leave you. You are the most precious thing to me. Just inject these words as you feel, as you hold yourself. and you allow yourself to feel the pain without turning dark, like without saying that you want to revenge, that you want to kill this person, or you want to this person to experience bad things. And you really want to be like the light. You want to be like God, like the light. How would the light hold this? The light, the creator, wouldn't want revenge. It wouldn't want, it's gonna bless the other person that hurt you, because you understand that the role of the other person that hurt you did that so you can actually wake that pain that's been so ancient inside of you, so that it can actually come out of the nervous system and be transmuted, be transformed, be alchemized. That is how we metabolize our trapped emotions, and trapped emotions are ancient. It's not just this lifetime, not just childhood, but it's also lineage. Your grandparents, your parents, and your past lives, if you believe in past life. If you don't, it's still the same thing. You're processing ancient stuff. It's not just this event. So take what happened, the pain that happened, as an opportunity. I know it's hard, but if you can do that, you're gonna save years of pain, of you're gonna actually starting to peel off layers of pain that covers your full light. And as you do that, that's your chamber. You're actually transforming. You're transforming your emotions. The baggage of our emotions are the lead that we're transforming into gold through holding, containing, like a container, compassion. Like our love, our compassion, our light is the chamber that transformed the pain through that love. That's how I did it also. And it can take a long time, but it's gonna take faster. It's gonna be faster to transform your pain if you understand how to hold yourself in compassion without cursing the other person, without wanting the other person to be, like wishing bad things to the other, but to truly take what happened as an opportunity to become more like light, because that darkness was already living inside of us. That was a vibration, and it created an event to trigger this pockets of energy vibrating, the anger, the shame, the abandonment, wound, so that it can finish its life cycle and get out of the body and transform into space, like light. It's finished. Like, that's what triggers are. So we want to become like the light. We just want to not react and go in and feel the pain, hold ourselves with presence, with the most compassion, the most love. And you are a chamber of alchemy. You doing that is transformation. You'll transform. The emotions are becoming, as you allow the cycle of the emotions to, and it's hard because these emotions are going through your body, like anger. You feel the anger, you feel so much anger, and then it creates a lens through you don't see reality anymore, and you want to revenge, and you want to be. But if you, with time, with practice, you'll learn to contain. You can punch, take a towel and bash your bed, and you can write. You can punch a pillow, twist a towel, like move that anger out of his body, but without trying to hurt someone, without attacking someone. You really want to transform that raw emotion. You know, sadness, you allow yourself to cry. And if you feel, let's say, distrust, you name it, and like, I don't trust, and then you transform it with your self-talk. No, I trust life, I trust this, I trust. You don't want to believe the story that the wound is trying to make you believe. You want to rewrite the wounding and inject light. No, I am chosen. That story doesn't define me. The breakup doesn't define me. The breakup doesn't mean I'm not lovable. The breakup doesn't mean I'm not desirable, I'm not wanted. It's not true. The breakup allowed me to feel the pain that was already inside of me. I'm transmuting this pain, and I love myself, and I'm gonna tell this pain you are lovable. You're gonna tell the pain your truth, the truth of who it is. The pain is just shadow, it's just a lack that doesn't have the full story, because the full story is the breakup was actually redirection. The breakup was actually an opportunity. The breakup was actually showing you where you need to love yourself more. The breakup was a gift. I know it's hard to realize, but you work on yourself, and with holding yourself in compassion, it's going, the layers of darkness are going to transform into gold, into light, and you're coming back home. That part that is in the shadow, that part that is in pain, integrates back into wholeness, comes back home, and by you doing your work, you will draw in more of the soul of your soulmate. Like, you will, because you'll notice that because I realized in my past relationship there was always something missing, and there was a lot of suffering. It's because I didn't know, I wasn't connected to my wholeness. I was connected to my wounds. I had an identity of wounds. I was believing the stories of my wounds. I thought that I was not enough, that I was not lovable. I shamed myself, and felt abandoned. And the stories of feeling abandoned was, people gonna leave me. Love is unsafe. Love doesn't stay for me. I believe those stories unconsciously, subconsciously. I didn't want that in my life. I've been longing for a sacred union, until I don't listen to those wounds anymore and inject light into those wounds. Tell them the truth. My love, I'm so sorry that you went through this experience. I'm so sorry you went through this experience. I know it's painful. I know it hurts. I know it hurts. I want you to know something. I love you, and you'll never be abandoned. I promise you that I'm going to take care of you. I promise you I'm going to choose the best for me, for you, for us, and that you will never feel abandoned again. I'm going to make sure of that, because I want you to know I'll never abandon you. You inject light, and you know what, my love? I love you, and you're so lovable. The breakup didn't make you unlovable. The breakup didn't make you undesirable, not wanted, and not prioritized, because you are a priority to me. I want you to know I choose you, and I will always choose you. And the truth is that you are chosen. You're chosen, and you'll always be chosen, and you'll always be adored, and you'll always be loved, and you deeply loved, my love. I want you to know that you bring the shadow into the light of understanding, not believing the stories of the shadow, but coming back home to believe, to remember who you are. You are loved, you're cherished, you're adored, you deserve the best, you're worthy of love, my love. So you inject that kind of light into the wound. don't believe the stories of the wound. And that's how you stay in suffering. That's how you stay in, because it's painful, you feel it. But that pain is calling to be turned into gold. It doesn't want you to stay in suffering. Well, the pain, the victim self, yes, wants to stay in suffering because it maybe benefits from it, because maybe that's how it gets attention, that part of you. But you want to bring that part of you into the light. You want to inject light into that part of you with your truth, the truth of who you are. You are whole, you're complete, you're perfect as you are. We remember the God self, the divinity inside of us that is whole. We come from God. We come from the source. We are the source. You are the cause. You are the source. You are source inside of you. And you are here to remember that. So you go through hardship so that you can remember that. You go through hardship and you get on your knees, and the last solution is you turn to God, and then you finally meet yourself. You finally go home. So inject light into your wounds. Don't believe the stories of your wounds. And don't make the other person whatever, because the other person is a projection. Like, if you assume the other person to be evil, he's going to be evil, or she's going to be evil. That's another story. But love yourself, love every part of you, love all the wounds back into wholeness, love all the shame into sacredness. Like, you are sacred, you are goddess, you are love itself. Like, you're looking, usually these wounds are teaching us that what we're looking outside of us isn't us. The love that we're looking in with someone else, that with the person that left you, you want to look for it inside of you. I know it hurts, my love. I've been there. But I've learned now to love myself more. And there's nothing more precious. So the last breakup didn't last 7 years or 8 years. That my last breakup lasted too long, because I didn't forgive, and I was ruminating. But that's not the way. You don't want to keep yourself in a cycle. So the fastest way to heal and restore your feminine energy, your emotions back into wholeness instead of lack, is to use love, light, compassion, understanding, all these positive contain yourself in those, bathe yourself in those kind of energies, inject those energies into you, into that part of you that is in darkness, that is in pain. Talk to it, remind it of who it is for real. Envelop it of your light. You're loved, my love. You're enough as you are. You're perfect. I love you so much. You are the most precious thing. I prioritize you. You go back to you.